LinkedIn marketing strategies. You know, LinkedIn has been huge for my business and for my career. I estimate I've earned over $500,000 worth of business via the platform. And the great thing is, it's free to use. In this quick video, I'm going to share with you the 9 huge mistakes that a lot of people make when using the platform, plus a brilliant new feature that hardly anybody is using. Hi, it's Timothy Hyde here from ExpertMC.com, the channel dedicated to helping you become a better MC, both on stage and off stage. But even if you're not an MC, the information in this video will help move your career and your business forwards. Hey, a big welcome if it's your first time here on the channel. Why don't you consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future episodes? We try and publish weekly. Now, as part of the ExpertMC community, we run a private group on the LinkedIn platform where we share ideas and even job possibilities. And if you'd like to join us there as well, I'll leave instructions to that in the description below. But because of that, I get to see hundreds upon hundreds of LinkedIn profiles, and I watch how different members use the platform. And I'm constantly amazed because I see these 9 huge mistakes time after time. Mistake number 9, treating it like Facebook. It's not Facebook. People are not concerned about what you had for dinner last night or what your thoughts are on the latest Star Wars movie. Start treating it like a business networking platform and it will start paying off for you. Mistake number 8 is typos. I'm amazed at the number of typos I see when I read people's descriptions. And folks, I know it's a problem because LinkedIn does not have a spell checker as part of the platform. So you just need to run your copy and your description through a word processor. Or if you have a clever friend, have somebody double check it. It is an avoidable mistake. Speaking of profiles, that's mistake number 7. People are not completing their profiles. I know LinkedIn makes it easy for us by allowing us to do it section by section, step by step. But I find a lot of people will get halfway through and think, okay, that's probably enough. So make sure you fill out all the sections and use all the words that you can put into the profile. Otherwise, you're leaving opportunity on the table. And also make sure you update it. Don't just leave it there forever and hope that it will work. Keep tweaking it. And if you change jobs or think of better things to put in your description, do so. And have a photo, for heaven's sake. A lot of people don't even have a photo and think that the platform is going to work for them. The other mistake I see is using jargon in your descriptions. Things like motivated self-starter and stuff like that. Try and be real, try and be positive in your description of who you are and what you're doing. And also think about using keywords. LinkedIn is a search engine. Employers are looking for people or making connections and they search different words. So have a think about how those people are thinking and what they're going to be typing in when they're looking for you. Mistake number 6 is not using the Find Alumni tools. You know, the people who went to school, university and college with you are out there and you can connect with them easily. It's the old school tie principle and it's very powerful. So find out how to use that. Mistake number 5 is not joining and getting involved in groups. You know, one of the key core marketing strategies for networking is to hang out where your clients hang out. And LinkedIn groups allow you to do just that. Look, I think LinkedIn made a huge mistake a couple of years ago when they separated the groups into its own little section and groups kind of stalled from there. But suddenly in the last couple of days, they have said that they are bringing the interface back into the main section of LinkedIn. And I think this is a fabulous idea. LinkedIn groups allow you to raise your profile within a certain group and they make making new connections so much easier. So find out about groups, get involved in the ones that are relevant to you. Mistake number 4 is treating it as set and forget, treating it like an online brochure that once you've got it set up, you don't need to do anything else. You do. You need to be constantly there and doing stuff. Now, schedule a small session on LinkedIn, either daily or weekly or even monthly. But whatever you do, don't just set and forget. Every session that I do, I try and do one of three things. I try and do a post, I try and connect with somebody, or I try and comment on somebody else's post. And if you do that, your connections will grow. Mistake number 3, don't swamp your new connections. You know what it's like. Somebody sends you a friend request and you connect with them, and suddenly your inbox is full of messages and they're asking you to look at their website or read this information or asking you questions. Don't do it. Look, once you're connected, it's great. Your information, your updates will come up in their feed and that relationship will start to grow. Yes, maybe send them a little note and say thanks for the connection, but kind of just chill out. Let that connection develop, and when the time is right, then you can move forwards. Mistake number 2 is not using the power of recommendations. Recommendations are such a powerful tool on LinkedIn, and it's very surprising that some people don't use it. You know, the win-win here is that if you recommend somebody, your profile information will appear on their profile page. So the more recommendations that you give, the further that your influence and awareness will spread. So try and give more recommendations than you receive. And before I give you mistake number 1, the biggest mistake that people make when they start out using LinkedIn, just a quick reminder, there's a new feature on LinkedIn called Find Nearby. We did a whole video about it, and I'll put a link to it up there and in the description. I think it's powerful and very useful, especially for us MCs, but anyone can use it as well. So mistake number 1 is not personalizing your connection request. LinkedIn makes it very easy to request a connection with anyone, especially on a phone or an iPad via the app. But if you do it on a desktop, you are allowed to delete that template and type in your own words when you request to connect with somebody. So you can mention where you met, or who you know in common, or which groups that you're part of, or why you want to connect with that person. Taking those few minutes to do that will make a much stronger connection. There are ways to do it on a phone app, but it is a little bit fiddly, and then you have to type on the phone. So I always try and do it on my computer at home when I make connection requests. You know, there are a lot of people, including myself, who will not connect with somebody who didn't write a personal message. Hey, that's all the time that we have in this particular video. If you've got any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comments section below. We read them all and we try and answer the ones that we can. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do that below as well. Otherwise, we will see you in a week's time. Hey, there's another video coming up right now.